Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Copper Run small batch whiskey straight out of Copper Run Distillery located in Walnut Shade, Missouri. According to the label, 40% alcohol by volume, 750ml bottles. Not bad. Good heavy bottle to it. Nothing outlandish or outstanding about it. We have a wooden top to her and there we go, a rubber or synthetic cork. Get a bit of a whiffle over here already. Now, for the critters knock it over, put that back on, to the side, and we shall check it out. Now, I did a brief look for Copper Run whiskey on the old interwebs, only to find that it is temporarily closed. I presume that is due to the holidays that are upon us at the taping of this particular video. So, we shall see. Hopefully it's something that innocent, not another possibly good distillery going down in flames due to lack of popularity, due to no one knew they existed, taxes, who knows. The many different things that can destroy a small business. Hopefully it didn't fall or succumb to any of those. But alright, what do we get here? It is, of course, professionally clear. Pretty. It is a caramel with yellow hues. We do hear our swirl. For those of you who may be new or don't know why the swirl, swirl is multiple purposed. The mainly is, well, at this point in time, it's for the visual. So when we do a swirl on here, we're bringing the solution up the sides of the glass. As it comes down, you see those little crags. That's known as tearing or legs. And we got a lot of them and relatively quick. Why is this important? Well, if there's a lot of latent sugars still in solution, it makes it a thicker solution and it wants to stick on the side of the glass so longer. Thus, it'll take it longer to leg or tear down the sides of the glass. More sugar, hence that it will have a sweeter level on the palate somewhere. Please understand, this may not be true. I've come across many who are thick on the side of the glass and there's no sweetness in it at all. But it's to give you a visual prediction of what you possibly can be tasting. So this right here, it shows that it's tears relatively quickly. That means low sugar. That means it's going to have will not be all that sweet. And because it's tearing down so quickly, that means less sugar, not so thick. So it should be light on the palate. So visibly, this should not be sweet and should have a very short hang time and should rush off the tongue fairly quick. That's the short hang time. The second reason for the swirl is to bring the solution up to the side of the glass, so when it evaporates in this Glencairn glass, which is supposed to be helpful in these sort of scenarios, it funnels up towards the nose. So a swirl, it does a slight evaporation. It helps us on our sniffing test. Yeah, there's nothing sweet in this. It's already a bittery alcohol nose to it. There's hints of the whiskey, but man, there's no burn yet, but there's a lot of alcohol bitterness. I'm questioning this already. Usually get a lemon and caramel and apricot and all these other different smells that come out with the taste, but I'm getting nothing. light burn at best. No biting. I am shocked. Short hang time. Nothing sweet about it. There's that bitterness, that alcohol. To me, it tastes like burnt tire. Pardon me. Yeah, straight on the palate, right back off again. Like there was nothing there. It visibly supports what you're tasting. As for the nose, because there's nothing really there in the nose, there's nothing really there on the palate. Yeah. Comes off relatively clean. There's light caramel, light fruit notes, light stone fruit. You would get much more in other whiskeys, much stronger flavors of these whiskey flavor that you're after in the first place than you do with this. It's so faint. And it's almost a second thought. But as for the burning, as for the biting, there's almost none of that at all, which is very nice. Does this make this a lousy or piss poor whiskey because it's too light on the flavor? Actually, no, it does not. Because if it was heavy with flavor, it would be terrible for summertime. Now, in my humble opinion, and I'm sure there are many out there who will definitely refute this kind of opinion, but a nice Irish whiskey, very light on the flavor. It doesn't smack you around at all. You want to continue sipping it. It's very pleasant. The American whiskeys act as if they're the little brother to the Scotch whiskeys and trying to, push you around, that sort of thing. And where the Scotch whiskeys definitely want to push you around. But the Irish whiskey is like, come, sit down, have a sip, have some, bring your friends, have them sip too. And before you know it, you're probably going to be, snookered down pretty hard. But there's nothing offensive, really, about it, because the flavors are so light. It doesn't bring a whole lot to the game, but it doesn't take away a whole lot either. I would say it's down the middle, but it's not even that. I think down the middle and then washed out. That would be a best way to put it. And this follows in that line. Now, I don't believe this is an Irish whiskey. This says here, I bump my head everywhere. Bottle distilled in Walnut Shade, Missouri, small batch. The surgeon warning on the back of it, and that's about it. Like I said, I went to the website, and it pretty much rushed me to other websites, as if to say it's no longer available. One of the websites just simply said temporarily closed, so who knows what all that means. So there's nothing indicating this is an Irish, or meant to be an Irish whiskey. But to my palate and to my experience, which that you guys can question as much as you like, this wants to be an Irish. And in that case, it does an excellent job. It's a nice, friendly, loud truck going by. It's a nice, friendly summer sipper. There's not enough body in it to go and take the chill away. At this point in time, it's at the holiday season, so we're going into official winter, so the temperatures are quite cold, and this does not have the legs to stand for this time of year. But summertime, when the moon is high, stars are out, coming off of a 100-degree plus day. Oh yeah, and an ice cube. Now the ice cube may be a bad idea if you're trying to go for the flavor, but the ice cube will definitely help. I want you to continue sipping it, because it will dim down what's already a dimmed down flavoring. And this will be excellent in the summer, but winter right now, no. So if they're going for an American whiskey, they missed the mark. If they're going for an Irish whiskey, they're right on target. Take a try. See what you think. Said it's not bad. If it's an Irish, it's pretty good. If it's not, well, pretend it's an Irish. Copper Run. Any comments about this particular product down below will be warmly accepted as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it yourself. And record yourself on the YouTube so the rest of us in the YouTube spirits community can see your thoughts, hear your thoughts, find your thoughts on Copper Run, and see if you like it. Maybe you might find it to be too weak-legged, or maybe it's just perfect. We shall see. But let us know. And until then, and until next time, keep on drinking.